He's always looking for it.
Four-punch combination, back to the jab up top.
Just trying to find somewhere to hide in the ring, and he can't find it.
Naoya Inoue steps into the ring with a presence that shifts the entire atmosphere.
To get in and out. Oh!
Right hand hurts him! Oh, a huge right hand from the...
It's more than about showmanship. It's about something colder, sharper, and more precise. What happened that night in America echoed through boxing circles and carved a moment into the sport that still lingers.
Inoue has him ready to go to the body. Yep, there it is. First time down as a pro for Naoya's first time in the ring.
今年中にこの2つのベルトをかけて戦いましょう。
On July 25th, 2023, at Tokyo's Ariake Arena, Naoya Inoue didn't just step into the ring, he sent a shockwave across the entire boxing world. Up to that point, the American boxing machine was confident, loud, certain. Stephen Cool Boy Fulton was supposed to be the immovable object, undefeated, unified, the king of the super bantamweight division. And then the monster showed up.
I see me wiping him out clean. He's too small for me. He's too short.
But the only thing that got stopped that night was the delusion. The disrespect wasn't even subtle. Fulton stared into Inoue's eyes at the face-off like he'd already won. He whispered something, some nonsense only he believed. He tried to play the big brother role, the gatekeeper of the division. What he didn't realize was that Inoue wasn't there for a handshake or a close decision. He came to ruin a career, and he nearly did. From the opening bell, Fulton looked solid, calm. He refused to take a step back, but you could already feel something was off. Inoue wasn't flinching. He was calculating, reading, testing the water like a sniper adjusting for wind. And when the shots started flying, they weren't ordinary punches. They were missiles. Fulton started backpedaling not out of strategy, but survival.
Good jab.
Very solid jab from Inoue.
You know, we talked all night about Fulton's jab, but what about Inoue's jab?
By round 3, the myth of scooter size advantage had already collapsed. Inoue's movement made him look like he was dodging in slow motion. Fulton would throw and whiff. Inoue would throw and land. And it wasn't just one-sided, it was surgical. It was humiliating.
1-2 from Fulton. There's that up vertical jab again. Back to the body with it.
Fulton is there.
By round 6, it wasn't even a contest. Inoue uncorked a right hand so fast Fulton didn't react. He instinctively ran. Not stepped, ran. But the monster hunted him down, cutting off the ring like it was a trap he'd been planning for weeks. And then it came. Boom. Down goes Fulton. The undefeated champion folded. America gasped. ESPN went quiet.
Inoue can get there quick with that jab. His Fulton has a wide stance. His base is so wide. It's really hard to get in and out.
Oh, right hand hurts him! Oh, a huge right hand from the monster!
It was the first knockdown of Stephen Fulton's entire professional career. Let that sink in. The man many believed would dominate Inoue couldn't last 6 rounds. He couldn't land, couldn't adjust, couldn't hurt him. That wasn't just a loss. That was exposure. That was everything the American boxing media got wrong, broadcasted in high definition.
Backed up into the corner. Here comes Inoue. That destructive, decisive power does it again. The monster.
Funny how size stops mattering when you're getting punched by a guy whose fists feel like bricks and brain works like a calculator. Those same experts who swore Inoue couldn't hang at 122. They disappeared after July 25th. Quiet, silent, deleted tweets, and rerouted predictions. And, to be honest, Fulton wasn't just defeated physically. He was mentally broken. You could see it. His eyes went from confident to confused, from defiant to doubtful. This wasn't just Inoue winning a fight. This was a moment where the entire boxing landscape shifted. For years, the American boxing establishment gatekept respect. If you weren't loud, flashy, or part of their promotional machine, you were ignored, dismissed.
Tim, you used the word earlier. Torque. his ability to have viper striking speed and nearly flawless punching technique to deliver the two-handed finishing power.
But on that night in Tokyo, Inoue didn't need to talk. He didn't need to flex. His fists told the truth, and the truth left Fulton staring at the ceiling, asking what just hit him. The monster didn't just win. He made the American boxing world eat its words. Naoya Inoue's American debut wasn't just a fight. It was a cultural collision. You had Antonio Neves, a Cleveland-born trash talker wrapped in the stars and stripes, walking into the ring like he was about to defend the Alamo. Guy looked like he was representing every backyard brawler from Ohio to Vegas, full of confidence, full of energy, and full of himself. Then you had Inoue, silent, focused, dressed in all black, walking in like he just stepped out of a samurai flashback. No music gimmicks. No smiles, just this cold, ruthless vibe. Like he wasn't there for a fight. He was there for an execution.
Of course, in the last decade. Now here comes the guy who some believe might be one of the greatest ever in Japan's glorious boxing history.
Fighting Harada.
And from the opening bell, you could feel it. This wasn't going to be your typical welcome to America moment. This was a guy from Japan introducing himself with violence. Clean, precise, terrifying violence. Now, Neves talked a big game before the fight. He's never fought anyone like me, he said. I'm gonna push him, test him. What he didn't say is that he'd be tested like a crash dummy. First round. Inoue's just calculating. Jab here, step there. Like a shark circling. Neves tries to fire back, throws a few flashy combos for the crowd. And the crowd did cheer. At first, but then came round two.
Of course, exactly what he's supposed to say. That represents a great opportunity for me.
The boxing world has their eyes peeled right now on this fight because Inoue, those who have seen him and followed him have been saying such glowing things.
That's when the crowd stopped cheering and started wincing because Inoue began ripping body shots like he was trying to snap ribs for a living, clean hooks to the liver, uppercuts that made Neves fold like a lawn chair. You could hear those shots through the TV. The crowd turned, fast. What started as USA chants turned into stunned silence, then gasps. And by round 3, applause.
It's a nightmare for the opponent.
He just did something you occasionally see Gennady Golovkin do. He saw the target and adjusted the arc of the punch as it was traveling through the air to give it a little bit lift over the top and get it down to the base.
That's right. They were cheering for Inoue. By round 5, Neves looked like a guy trying to survive a tornado in flip-flops. Every time he backed up, Inoue cut off the ring like he owned the lease. The monster was stalking him, cornering him, and just digging in. Shots to the body, hooks to the temple, and a rhythm that never stopped.
When you saw that, you went right there, and here Inoue has him ready to go to the body. Yup, there it is.
First time down as a pro for Naoya's first time in the ring with a fighter like Naoya Inoue.
And credit to Neves. The guy had heart. He stayed up longer than most would have. But his corner? Yeah, they had seen enough. They threw in the towel before things got terminal. Not because they lost faith, but because they probably didn't want to be sued for letting him continue. It wasn't mercy. It was insurance. That was Inoue's first fight on U.S. soil, and he didn't just win the fight, he flipped the narrative. He walked in as a mystery and walked out as a phenomenon. The monster had arrived, and America started clapping.
But it's going to take a hell of a fighter to stop this guy.
Does he have an X Factor? He's got several X Factors as far as I'm concerned.
He's got skill, he's got ability.
Fast forward to May 4th, 2025, Las Vegas, T-Mobile Arena. Enter Ramon Cardenas, a dangerous Mexican-American with a slick left hook and a 26-1 record. Now this wasn't some journeyman stepping in for a paycheck. Cardenas was legit, dangerous, and confident.
Inoue measuring with the jab, tripling it up, goes on the attack with a 3-punch combination. As we come to the end of round number 1, the monster is back in the States.
And it started hot. In the very first rounds, Cardenas wasn't just holding his own, he was winning exchanges. Then it happened. Boom. Left hook from hell. And Inoue, for the first time, hit the canvas.
But there's Inoue with him against the monster stands! The monster
The crowd lost it. Gasps, screams, phones in the air. And back in Japan, people were frozen. The monster was human. It was the first knockdown of Inoue's entire career. Cardenas thought he had him. And who wouldn't? You drop a monster like that, you think you've slain the dragon. But Inoue got up like a man who just remembered why he fights. He didn't panic. He didn't swing wild. He recalibrated, got surgical, and then started walking Cardenas down. By round 4, it was clear this wasn't a shaken fighter. This was a reprogrammed weapon. Cardenas threw everything at him, and Inoue just kept coming.
Big round for Inoue. Oh, he's turning it on. Cardenas is covering up.
8th round. Inoue explodes with a barrage. Hooks, rights, shots to the body. It looked like a combo from a video game. Cardenas didn't quit, but Vegas didn't blink. Everyone could feel it. This was the monster reclaiming his throne. Blood, sweat, and redemption. No more doubt. But if you thought that was wild, enter Luis Neri. This guy, straight up villain energy. 2 KO wins over Japanese legend Shinsuke Yamanaka. Banned substance violations, missed weight. A chip on his shoulder the size of Mount Fuji. When he signed on to fight Inoue, it wasn't just a matchup. It was a mission. The pre-fight stare-down was pure tension, Cold War-level stuff, Japan versus Mexico, hero versus villain. The build-up was electric. And then round 1 happened. Neri came in swinging, wild, vicious, and boom. Just like that, he drops Inoue with a monster left hook. Second time in Inoue's life that he's been knocked down. This time, the crowd really lost it. You could hear the chaos across oceans.
Neri right now doesn't seem spooked by the punching power. Oh!
But what came next was an absolute biblical. Inoue got up like he'd been awakened, not just physically, emotionally. You could see the anger, not fear, not hesitation, just cold, calculated fury. He stalked Neri like he owed him money. By round 2, he dropped him. By round 5, he finished him. Vicious combo, uppercut, hook, right hand, lights out, gone. That wasn't just revenge, that was justice. Inoue didn't just beat Neri, he erased him. So, yeah, Inoue is not just another champion, he's a legend who gets dropped, stands up, and reminds the world why they call him the monster.
Recent boxing history. Here comes the monster.
So here's the thing, Naoya Inoue is not just strong, he's not just fast, he's not just talented. That's all surface level stuff. What makes Inoue downright terrifying is how he thinks in the ring. You can't teach that. He's not in there brawling. He's playing 4D chess while landing uppercuts that rearrange your face. He's got ring IQ that borders on creepy. Like, how does he know what you're about to do before you do it? He reads feints, footwork, your shoulder twitch, and while you're deciding whether to jab or dip, he's already landed 2 clean shots and slipped out of range like a ghost. And the way he throws punches, it's surgical. These aren't wild haymakers, these are engineered combinations with laser-guided accuracy. He'll hit your liver, make you drop your guard, and then go upstairs like it was all pre-planned. You don't see it coming, and when you finally react, it's too late. He's gone. Or worse, still there with another left hook waiting.
From Neri and fires back. Oh, his right hand. Combination up top. What do you see as a potential finisher here, Tim? There's the right hand. He just answered the question.
But it's not just technique. It's psychological warfare. Inoue walks through chaos like he's bored. You knock him down? Cool. He gets up without blinking and comes back twice as fast. His opponents feel the pressure. It's not the punches that break them. It's the calm. It's the silence. It's that feeling of, oh no, this guy is built different. And let's talk about that mindset. This isn't some overnight success story. This is Japanese discipline at its finest. Every step, every strike, every stare, it's all built on years of brutal repetition, self-control, and pride. While other fighters are tweeting, this guy is training. While others talk legacy, he lives it. And now the world is starting to catch up.
そうですね、前回、前々回というのはコロナ禍で、パンデミックの中での試合だったので、今回この T モバイルアリーナで試合をするということがまず今回一番違いだと思います。
America, Yeah, they got the message, loud and clear. After he dismantled Fulton, the same outlets that once dismissed him were now calling him the future of the sport. ESPN slotted him into the top 3 pound-for-pound fighters on the planet. US fans went from who to holy shit. Like this video and subscribe to the channel to get more news and updates on Inoue's journey.